Good morning, sir. Myself, Ritesh Gupta. I am going to present a presentation on regenerative fuel cell. So let's start. These are content I am going to discuss in the upcoming slides. Introduction and design of fuel cell working principle, process description of fuel cell, advantage of RFCs means the regenerative fuel cells, disadvantage of RFC, application of RFC and the reference. First, introduction. A fuel cell converts chemicals like hydrogen and oxygen into water and generates electricity by a chemical reaction between both. A regenerative fuel cell is one in which all the 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 one which works also in the reverse direction, and the product of fuel cell means which is the water will be reconverted into the reactants in the hydrogen and the oxygen. This recovery could be done by several methods: the thermal, chemical, electrical, photochemical, radiochemical. There are two stages in regenerative fuel cell. First is the conversion of hydrogen and oxygen into the water along with the heat or electricity. And second is the reconversion of product means the H2O again into the hydrogen and the oxygen. Second is the design of fuel cell. Fuel cell comes in many varieties, however they all work based on the same principle. There are three components in any fuel cell. This is the anode, cathode and electrolyte. A typical fuel cell produces a zero point 0.6 voltage volt to 0.7 volt. At full rated load, voltage decreases as current increases. As this voltage is not the required in every cases to deliver the required amount of energy, the fuel cell can be combined in series to yield higher voltage and also can be combined in parallel to allow a higher current to be supplied. Heat and water are generated as byproduct from the cell. In some cases, CO2 also may be produced as a byproduct. Now come to fuel cell working principle. At anode, a catalyst means the platinum oxidize the fuel. Usually hydrogen is being used as a fuel, turning fuel into a positively charged ion and a negatively charged ion. The electrolyte is a substance specifically designed so that ion can pass through it but electron cannot. This is the property of electrolyte, means that ion can pass through the electrolyte but electron cannot. So the freed electron travel through a wire creating the electric current in the wire, and ion travel to the cathode. Once reaching the cathode, ions are returned with the electron and the two react with a third chemical, usually oxygen, which is present at the cathode in presence of catalyst which is nickel, to create water or carbon dioxide as a byproduct of a fuel cell working. Now come to process description of the regenerative fuel cell. When fuel cell is operated in regenerative mode, the anode for electricity production mode means the fuel cell mode become the cathode in hydrogen generation mode, reverse fuel cell mode, and vice versa. Means when the fuel cell is working in regenerative mode, then the polarity of the uh, elect- electrode means the cathode or anode will be changed. When an external voltage is applied, water at cathode side will undergo electrolysis to form hydrogen and oxygen ions. Oxide ions will be transported through the electrolyte to anode where it can be oxidized to form oxygen. In reverse mode, the polarity of cell is opposite to that for the fuel cell mode. The following reaction describes the chemical process in the hydrogen generation mode. Means it is showing the reaction is showing the process of fuel cell when working in the regenerative mode. So at cathode, H2O plus 2 electron will give rise to H2 plus uh, oxygen 2 negative, means the hydrogen is produced, and at anode this oxygen will go and oxygen ion will go at the anode and oxygen will be produced and 2 electron will be liberated, and overall we will get the H2 is being converted into the O2 and H2, and hence the fuel cell is working in the regenerative mode and H2 is being converted again into the oxygen and the hydrogen. Then comes to advantage of regenerative fuel cells. The RFCs are having lower weight and volume, so that RFCs have been considered for space or military applications. These are providing cleaner and sustainable source of power, and also the efficiency of the RFCs is very high, about 60% to 80%. They can be stacked together and hence required output can be produced, because single RFC will not be sufficient to provide the required amount of energy. So they can be combined, and the required amount the required amount of output can be got from the RFCs. The more silent in operation when compared to conventional source of power generation, means there is no source of vibration or noise. Though the initial cost is higher, but the cell technology does not involve much maintenance, hence having lower maintenance cost. Now come to some disadvantage of RFCs. The main drawback is that it mainly uses hydrogen gas as fuel, but there are many challenges in production, transportation, flammability and storage of hydrogen gases. Initial cost of this technology is also very high. The lack of proper infrastructure in form of recharging stations. Recharging stations means the hydrogen is being filled in the RFCs. The absence of process sorry the absence of proper hydrogen infrastructure to supply hydrogen fuel is a major disadvantage, because the density of hydrogen is very low, and also it is highly flammable. So these are the uh, drawback to use hydrogen as a fuel. This technology has been around for 3 decades now. Still much research work is needed to be done. Means that some research work also needed to get done in this field. Now come to application of RFCs. These are being used as power generation. These are being used as power generators in commercial, industrial, and residential places, especially in remote locations. Being used essentially in vehicle industries. Large automobile companies like Honda, Toyota, Hyundai have been introducing fuel cell vehicle in mainstream market. Fuel cell buses are running on the roads of Canada, USA, Germany, China, England, and Brazil. Since fuel cell does not generate harmful emission and are not noisy, unlike petrol diesel vehicles, so fuel cell forklifts are being used increasingly. These are the references I have taken during preparation of these slides. Thank you.